Hey, my chosen cosmos, big hugs. I got some fun color information that I want to share with you today. And if you love doing hair color like me, you're going to need to know some of the not so fun color theory basics to keep on leveling up your color game. And if we don't understand how to identify natural color and tone and the law of color, we would never feel confident when deciding on the best formula to mix for our clients' desired results. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me on my Theory Teaching Tuesdays with Miss Beth. Yeah, that's me. Hey. So yeah, we all know that store-bought hair color is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. So we, as colorists, have to keep on learning and understand color theory and the ever-changing color technology. Eek. We have to be educated in color enough to correct those box color mishaps. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, if we only used 20 volume developer because that's all we know how to use, or we only know how to mix the color lines that we use every day at work, we would never level up our color game, and we would never make the money that we deserve to make, leaving us and our clients with the same results as those store-bought color mishaps. Eek. And why would somebody sit in our chair and pay us to do something that they can do themselves at home, or they think they can do themselves at home? You know, when you get that client that comes rolling up in your salon looking like they just dunked their head in a bucket of bleach, talking about, can I please get an experienced stylist? I bleached my hair at home because I wanted a highlighted balayage ombre, but it came out orange. And you're standing there thinking, should I attempt to correct her ombre? Is the time worth the money? And do I charge her for a corrective color service? I can make more money, but do I know enough about hair color to do a corrective color? Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about because y'all been there. And with the economy today, it's not far off from the truth. Yeah, I know. Most clients, they can't even really describe what they want, much less figure out the difference between a money piece, a balayage, a color belt, an ombre, baby lights, unicorn hair, oil spill hair, and all the other techniques and patterns that we use when coloring hair. Now, don't worry about those color techniques and patterns right now. I will do some hands-on color techniques tutorials later this month, but for now, let's just stick to talking about color theory basics, okay? Look, each and every color client that sits in your chair will have their own unique formulas based on their desired color results. And we all know that we don't just mix color and apply it to the client's head. There are a few things to consider first, like we need to consider the condition of the client's hair, the integrity of the client's hair, and the client's hair color history. And during the consultation, we may even discover that the last time their hair was colored, a complete different color line was used. So now we have to try and understand all color lines? Nope. We just have to understand the color basics enough to know how and what colors to use to get our client's desired look. So it's crucial for us not to necessarily know other color lines, but we should know the basic fundamentals, the color of the hair color makeup, and how the hair is affected when we apply hair color to the natural hair, gray hair, or artificially treated hair. And depending on the color lines being used, we must understand color base, tone, level system, and protein technology. Now, in most cases, the only difference between one product line to another is their protein technology. And if we know and understand the basics of color, we can provide the service of crafting the client's desired color And if you can provide the color results that the client desires and you do it without over processing the hair or blowing out the cuticle, then you'll make a lifelong client who comes back every 4 to 6 weeks. And that, my friends, will get you a guaranteed paycheck. Now, no worries if you're new to the color game, okay? Or even if you need a refresh. I will be sure to go over everything about color, from color basics, color theory, and how-to tutorials, everything you need to know in this month's Color Fundamentals class. Now, all colorists should know how to formulate and apply hair color, as well as, if not better than, we know when, what, and how to cook for ourselves and our families. I mean, it's taken me like 24 years to learn and master what I'm about to share with you. And I promise, if you consider these color fundamentals this month that we often have forgotten or overlooked when we're behind the chair, and you use them, you will very likely increase your sales per labor hour, make more commissions, and increase your client retention, guaranteeing your next big paycheck. That's what I said, guaranteed. Look, I know your time is valuable, so not to miss out on any of my future classes, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. I love teaching all things cosmetology, and I take the trade of cosmetology education very seriously, because the more we know, the more money that we can make for ourselves and our families to live, right? And teaching cosmetology has always been my passion. And when I'm not behind the chair, I love educating cosmetologists, and I want to help you, and I will. So I want you to feel free to comment below or reach out to me on social media. I will leave all my information in the description below, or better yet, if you want to email me, I can answer any questions you might have there, where we can communicate directly. I have no problem with that. So feel free to shoot me whatever questions you have. Look, things change fast in our world, and there's always that one difficult client, that one new technique, or that new fancy tool that just hit the market. So don't do the paralysis by analysis thing or get all stressed out. Just reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. You can even check out some of my other videos from my playlist. You know, I have cutting, styling, the whole shebang. All I know is that we have to learn it, love it, and live it. So you know what? Let's get started, shall we? About the structure of hair and how natural color is affected with artificial color, you can check out my video up there, Discover the Secrets of Hair Types and Texture. Understanding and respecting a client's natural hair color is important because it serves as a foundation for their overall appearance. But learning to identify natural hair color is crucial to becoming a great stylist. Natural hair color ranges from black to dark brown to red, and from dark blonde to light blonde. Hair color is unique to each individual, and no two people have exactly the same hair. And there's 3 types of melanin in the cortex. You know, the middle layer of the hair where everything lives. 80% of the cortex is where the strength of our hair comes from. And it also contains the natural hair pigment that we have and that we refer to as melanin. So when coloring hair, there are 3 kinds of melanin. There's the eumelanin, which is present in black and brown natural hair color. Then there's pheomelanin, which gives blonde and red color to natural hair color. And then there's the mixed melanin, of course, which is the combination of both eumelanin and pheomelanin. Contributing pigment is also known as the undertone, okay? And it's the varying degrees of warmth exposed during a permanent color or lightening process. Generally, when you lighten natural hair color, the darker the natural level, the more intense the contributing pigment. This must be taken into consideration before the artificial hair color selection. When we color hair with hair color, it modifies the natural pigment in the process of creating, removing, or tinting back the new pigment that our clients desire. So to fully understand and confidently know what your finished results will be, we must understand the level system of both natural and artificial pigments. Now, a level is a unit of measurement used to identify the intensity of a color. Level is the saturation density and concentration of a color. Knowing the level system for both natural and artificial hair color helps us to determine the lightness or the darkness of any hair color. Hair color levels are arranged on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the darkest and 10 being the lightest. Names of these levels range from natural black to natural lightest blonde, depending on the color line or the manufacturer. It's important to be able to identify the degrees of lightness or darkness, also known as depth, in each level. To identify the natural level of hair, take a 1/2 inch section and hold it up from the scalp, allowing the light to pass through using a natural level finder swatches that are provided usually by all of the color lines. Place the level finder next to the natural hair, finding what you think matches the client's natural color. Now, before formulating your hair color, it's important to be able to identify the level on the previous colored hair as well. Just as you would use the natural finder level to determine the natural level of hair, you would then do the same thing with the color swatches provided by the color line that you're using. Keeping in mind that gray hair works a little bit different. Now, gray hair is the hair that has lost all of its pigment, of course, and gray hair can be solid or blended throughout the hair or throughout the head, and this is why we refer to it as salt and pepper hair. Gray hair requires a special attention when formulating hair color, and there's about 4 important tips that I want to share with you when it comes to coloring gray hair that every colorist should know. And I will go into the hair coloring tips in more depth and share them with you later on in this lecture. So be sure to stay tuned for more about gray coverage and the tips and tricks to ensure complete saturated coverage on gray hair, okay? Understanding hair theory and the law of color is essential as a colorist. Color is described as a property of objects that depends on the light that they reflect, and it's perceived by the human eye as red, yellow, blue, and other shades. So before we attempt to apply hair color, it's important to have a general understanding of color theory. So base color is the predominant tone of color. Once you have a better understanding of color theory, you will see how each hair color associates its base colors within its own color line. Now, the law of color is a system for understanding color relationships. When combining colors, you will always get the same results from the same combination, okay? Meaning, equal parts of red and blue mixed together always make violet, and equal parts of blue and yellow always make green, and equal parts of red and yellow always make orange. The color wheel will help you understand these colors and how they associate with one another when formulating hair color for your clients. So starting with the 3 primary colors, which are red, yellow, and blue. These colors cannot be created by combining any other colors on the color wheel, and they are just simply pure. All colors are created by these 3 primary colors. Colors with a predominance of blue are cool colors, where colors with a predominance of red or yellow are referred to as warm colors, therefore allowing us to create more reflection, warmth, and brightness to spice up any look for our clients. You can even add in the depth. This is why we have blue. It is the strongest of all the primary colors, and it is the only cool primary color that exists. In addition to its coolness, blue can also bring in depth or darkness to any color. Red is the medium primary color, and adding red to a blue base color will make it appear lighter. And then adding red to yellow base colors will cause them to appear darker. Yellow is the weakest of all the primary colors, and when you add yellow to other colors, the resulting colors will always look lighter and brighter. When all three primary colors are present and in equal proportions, the resulting color is black or dark brown, and sometimes even gray, depending on the saturation of the pigment. Secondary color is a color obtained by mixing equal parts of two primary colors. Secondary colors are colors like green, orange, and violet. Green is equal combinations of blue and yellow. Orange is equal combinations of red and yellow, and violet is equal combinations of blue and red. Then you have your tertiary colors. These colors are the intermediate color achieved by mixing the secondary color and its neighboring primary color on the color wheel in equal amounts. The tertiary colors include blue-green, blue-violet, red-orange, yellow-orange, and yellow-green. Neutral-looking hair color is made up of a combination of primary colors, secondary colors, and tertiary colors. Keeping in mind that when combined, the primary color is always the dominant color. For example, when yellow and orange are combined, the new color is called yellow-orange, not orange-yellow. Complementary colors are also important to understand for us colorists because they can considerably affect the client's color results by removing unwanted tones. Don't mistake this for the process of toning. Hair, as I will go deeper into that subject later on in this month, so don't forget to smash the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of those future classes. Complementary colors are primary and secondary colors positioned directly opposite of each other on the color wheel. Complementary colors include blue and orange, red and green, and yellow and violet. Complementary colors neutralize each other out or cancel them out. When formulating hair color, you will find that it is often our goal to emphasize or distract from skin tone or eye color. You may also want to neutralize or refine unwanted tones in the hair. Understanding complementary colors will help you choose the correct tone to accomplish these goals. For instance, if you do a hair color and your results come out to green, you simply use red at the same level to remove the unwanted green tone. If the hair is too red, use green to neutralize. And if the hair comes out too blue, you would want to use orange to balance it. And of course, if the hair is too orange, then you would use the blue to balance that color tone. When hair is too yellow, we use violet to balance. And of course, if the hair is too violet, then we use yellow to balance. You get the picture. Probably do it every day and don't even know it. Now, the tone of hair color, also known as a hue, is the balance of the actual color. The tone or the hue answers the question of which color to be used based on the client's desired results. These tones can be described as warm, cool, or neutral. Because warm tones reflect more light, they can look lighter than their actual color. These tones are usually golden, orange, red, and yellow. Some manufacturers and color lines use words such as auburn, amber, copper, strawberry, bronze, ginger, hazelnut, which can be beneficial when doing the client consultation, as your client is not going to understand the levels, the tones, or the hues. My guess is that you will be hearing these words as a description for color, or you'll be hearing a lot of ginger spice, hazelnut, all that, because fall's coming, and they are totally the trending colors right now. And we all love fall, right? Woo woo! No. Cool tones absorb more light, and therefore they can look deeper than their actual level. These tones are blue, green, and violets. Clients usually refer to these tones as smoky or ash. I've even heard them say, I don't want any red. Natural tones are warm tones, and they are described by our clients as sandy or tan, and I've even heard them described as like mousy or dull. Intensity refers to the strength of a color. It can be described as soft, medium, or strong. Color intensifiers, however, are tones that can be added to the color formula to intensify the result with more depth and richness. When we refer to base colors, we are speaking of the predominant tone of a color. Each color is identified by a number and a letter. The number indicates the level and the letter indicates the tone. So for example, we have a 6G. That means it's a level 6 with a gold base, and or maybe even a 5N, which is a level 5 neutral, which to the naked eye looks like a medium or dark brown, depending on the color line that's being used. Each color line will have a level and a tone. However, each color line will describe their tones differently. For example, Matrix calls their M's mocha, but Redken calls their M's mahogany. But the total difference between mocha and mahogany is that mocha has more gold in it and mahogany has more orange and violet. In the higher levels, it is orange, and in the lower levels, it's violet. As you become more familiar with the color line that you use, keep in mind that when selecting a warm base color, you will create brighter colors such as red and gold tones. Selecting cooler base colors will result in more ash, revealing less gold in the hair. If you add a neutral base color to formulate hair color, that will soften and balance the colors. Neutral base colors are often used to cover gray hair. And, as I promised earlier in this lecture, I will reveal those tips to you when coloring gray hair, which is, regardless of the color line that you are using, and the claim of complete 100% gray coverage may not necessarily work on all of your clients due to their hair texture, the level of gray that they have, and what you're trying to cover up, basically, and the tightness of the cuticle. To prevent yourself from running into problems of not covering gray after spending all that time on your color client, be sure to always, no matter the color line, drop one level lower than the level that you're planning on using. You may even want to pre-soften the hair by applying 20 volume developer directly to the hair prior to applying the mixed developer and color. Also, keep in mind that if you're using a reflective color with red, yellow, orange, or a gold base, you'll need to mix it with equal parts of a neutral color of the same level, making sure to get complete saturation of the color on the hair. You may even want to use a bit more color when dispensing, measuring, and mixing your hair color. Yeah, I know, I can hear it already. You're trying to fatten your bottom line and you're trying to keep your boss happy by only using the appropriate amount of color. And I get it, okay? I own a salon. But I would rather lose $5 to $10 than an hour of my time, which is valued at about $80 an hour, and prevent a pissed off client who's going to go and tell all her friends that we don't know how to color hair. Now, I would imagine that this consideration would be one that is important to you as well. So, for more great color theory, please join me next week for my Theory Teaching Tuesdays, when I will be talking about understanding the different types of hair color and how they all work together with their developers. We might even talk about bleach too. But mainly developers, it's that creamy white stuff that you mix with the color. Yeah, that stuff. You can also check out more of my cosmetology theory classes right here, okay? Check it out. Right there. In the meantime, thank you so much for hanging out with me and joining and sharing in my community here on the Chosen Cosmetology Coach channel, where we learn it, love it, and live it. And until next time, don't forget to pray before you slay and use lots of hairspray. Hey, to learn more about the structure of hair and how natural color is affected with artificial color, you can check out my video up there.